The QI macros XChart templates contain control charts to analyze the stability of your data, histograms to analyze the capability of your data, and probability plots. Each XChart template is really the combination of several different templates. If you look across the bottom, you can see a tab for each template that's included in the XChart template. Go to the instruction page for a list of the templates and a brief explanation. We have a standard chart, which uses the average as the median or center line. We've got a rolling chart, which allows you to roll the last number of points that you define. A median chart, which uses the median as the center line. Short run charts, charts for horizontal data, and fixed limits charts. Let's look at each one individually. First, we have the standard chart, which uses the average as your center line. Like all control charts, if you click on the chart, go to the control chart and say Analyze Stability, it will perform stability analysis on your data, turn any unstable points or conditions red. You can also, the templates default to 50 points, but if you only want to show the points with data on them, click on the arrow over here and choose non-blanks, which is down here at the bottom. That will expand your chart to fill the screen. Then for the histogram, you can define your spec limits. They're calculated as a default, but you can override those by entering into the yellow input area again. That's the standard XMR chart. We also have an XMR rolling chart. The rolling chart is like the standard chart, however it will allow you to roll the last X number of data points. And the place that you'll do this is right here where it says rolling. So let's say that you collect data every month, but you only want to show the last 12 months of data. So I can put a 12 in here, and you'll see that it's just going to roll my last 12 months of data. And if I come over here and input a new month, it'll roll off my last point and add the new one automatically. We have the XMR median chart, which works just like the standard chart, although it uses the median as the center line instead of the average. The XMR fixed chart, this is where you can actually input your control limits as opposed to having them calculated, and usually you'll want to do that if you're comparing your data to some kind of historical control limits. So as an example, I can input, let's say, 8.5 here as my upper limit, and maybe I go down and input 1.5 as my lower limit. You can do that with the center line as well. So that's where you can indicate your fixed limits. Short run charts are used when you have a small number of data points and there's too few data points to really calculate a good set of control limits, so you evaluate those against a target value and you just input the target value here in the yellow input area just like you would the other input items in the control chart. There's an XMR chart for horizontal data. This is where your data that you've collected goes horizontally. You can either paste and paste special transpose into the other template, or you can just cut and paste into this horizontal area and it will show your chart just like the other charts. And those are all of the options within the XChart template in the QI macros.